Well, hello guys and girls. We are doing another video. Today we are covering sniper rifles. So sniper rifles are probably, I think, one of the strongest classes of weapons in the game that a lot of people overlook. For a good reason, in all honesty, because there's not really much times you're going to make use of a sniper rifle. However, I like to use them a lot. Pairing them with Pathfinder can be very fun. You get to places where not many people can get to, and you rain hell down on them. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on sniper rifles, though. I guess we should hop into this because this will be fun. I enjoy sniper rifles, and there's one that got added in about a couple months ago, I think, and it is easily my favorite sniper rifle in the game, and I am excited to talk about that. So first off, we got the charge rifle.
Charge rifle here.
Yeah, charge rifle. I guess you probably should talk about the ammo too. You pick up eight sniper rounds per box, and they stack twice, so you get 16 per box before you have to fill up one slot in your inventory. I'd say in most cases, carrying about 3 full worth is more than enough. I doubt you'll ever be using that much sniper ammo. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you really. But so I have this charge rifle currently kitted out with tier 3 sniper stock and the variable hollow. I enjoy this sight. You can kind of use it as a sniper rifle, but I don't see the charge rifle as a sniper rifle, because for one, back in Titanfall 2, and I think maybe even Titanfall 1, the charge rifle was meant to destroy Titans. This thing is basically designed to destroy fucking tanks, and apparently you can't one-shot, characters with it, even though you could do that in Titanfall, which I think is an interesting design choice to make for the game. But regardless, so this is the charge rifle. Its firing pattern is kind of weird because it doesn't actually have one, it just shoots straight. I mean, it kind of has a firing pattern. I mean, basically, you know. I mean, you can kind of drag it before you shoot it, if you like. But in most cases, you want to be dead center, and then, yeah. But, damage-wise, the charge rifle isn't a bad weapon. I mean, 90 damage is okay. For a crit, however, 108, 116, it's not really a sniper rifle. It's a good hip-fire weapon, to say the least. However, I don't think that it should be... I don't think it should be a sniper rifle. I think it should be an energy weapon, because you're not getting that many rounds out of it, and I think if you got energy ammo, this thing will probably be used a lot more, because it is a good hip-fire weapon. Like, I mean, you can pretty much... I mean, at any range, this thing is... It's pretty good. It's not the worst weapon in the game by far, but it's pretty good. But however, in my opinion, out of the sniper rifles, I don't think this one is like a sniper rifle. It is probably the weakest sniper rifle of them all, in my opinion, but that, again, is just me. So then we'll go on to what I think is the second worst sniper rifle in the game, and that is the triple take. Now, the triple take is kind of weird how it works. I would use this more as a long to mid-range weapon, which is why I'm running the Ranger on it. I probably should have mentioned I was going to run Hollow on the charge rifle because it's just accurate. You don't really need a sniper sight on it. If you do, it's kind of weird, but that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, so let me explain why the triple take is really fucking weird. So it has one barrel, however, the barrel shoots 3 projectiles. If you can't tell. 3 projectiles. It'll always be 3. Sometimes the spacing can kind of be varied depending on, like, you know, what you're, like, doing. Like, if you're crouched, it'll be tighter, probably. Yeah, that's definitely tighter. If you're standing up, moving around, it'll probably be wider. You know. Definitely definitely a weapon that I think, someone like, Revenant would be good with. But as damage is concerned, this thing isn't the best. I mean, 69 damage. That's not really all that great. And it does have a hop up, which is basically a mod you can put on the weapon. You know, precision choke. I think this is probably one of the more interesting ones. The precision choke is actually on the legendary shotgun. Oh my god, I can't think of the fucking name because I'm doing these videos off the cuff. Peacekeeper. Goddamn. I don't know. For some reason I was thinking Lawbringer. I think that might be because of like the whole cowboy joke, or yeah, whatever. So what it does is when you aim down sights, it tightens the spread. However, my issue with it being on the triple take is you essentially have to... Yeah, that is extremely fucking tight. I know, that's what he said, right? But you essentially have to stand... Well, you don't have to stand still, but you do have to aim down sights. It doesn't disengage the same way as the Peacekeeper does. It pretty much disengages instantly. Whereas the Peacekeeper, you can kind of charge it up and then hit fire. Charge it up, hit fire, charge it up, hit fire. Yeah, with the triple take you can. And another thing I think that kills the triple take is that you have to do it in between every single shot. Otherwise, it does not work. That's my issue with the triple take, though. But if we're going for, like, damage, I mean, 69 is not bad. And we're going for headshots. 138, pretty good. 138. And I think because of the projectile this thing shoots, I think it cracks shields better than it does players. Because you see it has a shock effect. That's why I believe that. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's not really something that's easy to test because, you know, fucking melee doesn't work right in this game. I don't know why they made it 30 damage per punch. It should have been 25. Because you'd still be taking them out in 4 hits, but, you know, whatever. Makes my job a little bit harder to do, even though I'm doing it very mediocrely. But yeah, I mean, the triple take, like I said, it's a good mid and long range weapon if you can use it that way. I mean, it'll get the job done. But yeah, I would recommend it, if you can, never use this weapon as a sniper rifle if you do not have this hop up, because otherwise, I mean, you could be trying to like snipe someone, say like through some metal bars or something, and you're only landing that one pellet, and alright, see if I can get it to only land one shot. That's still 69. Okay, I landed 2 there. 23 damage, yeah. Which that would make sense. That would add up to 69. I don't know why I just didn't do the math. But, yeah, so pretty much the only real way to use this thing is if you have the persistent choke. I mean, you could probably get away without it in most cases, but I mean, like, the farther you are, the harder it is to be, like, landing these kind of shots. So in most cases, the precision choke won't make that much of a difference. However, if you want 100% accuracy, I would go with it. I do think the triple take needs a buff. I don't think it needs to charge in between each shot. I think that just kills this weapon, in all honesty. Because having to wait that long to cycle for another shot, I mean, that's like someone just ran away. That's pretty much just fucked over that sniper, whoever that sniper is. Now onto probably the second best sniper rifle in the game, in my opinion, the longbow. Now, the longbow is a hell of a weapon. It's not by any means like the strongest out of the snipers. However, it very much is one of the founders, if that makes sense, I guess. Be the best way to put it. So 55 damage, not amazing, I know. Technically the triple take would beat it in damage, which should make it a better weapon, right? But it has to do with fire rate. You can consistently land 55 damage over and over again without having that small room for error and landing a 23 or 46 damage shot. And another thing is headshots, 110 damage. 2 headshots will kill a person. I mean, same thing with the triple take if you land all of them. However, there's a mod you can get, which is Skull Piercer. 110 damage per crit headshot. Then that's not what I want to do. And then with Skull Piercer on, this thing becomes very interesting. 138. 138. So this thing does as much damage as the triple take now. And it's more accurate, in my opinion. It's more reliable. I do think it should do a little bit more damage. I mean, if it did like 150, I think that would be pretty good. But I think then people would start saying this weapon's overpowered or whatever, and honestly, they can go suck a dick. This gun will never be overpowered. However, it is a good sniper rifle nonetheless. I think it is pretty balanced. It could use a couple buffs, but for the most part, I enjoy this sniper rifle. I would recommend running an actual sniper's sight on like this, because it's probably going to be about the best way you're going to make the most use out of it. But you do you know. Now, my personal favorite, and I think the best sniper rifle in the game, undoubtedly, the Sentinel.
Sentinel here.
So, the Sentinel has a very interesting feature. This thing could be used as a good way to start any fight. I mean, I guess any sniper could be, but this thing, more so. And I'll explain that in a minute. However, I'll go over attachments. You can get, sniper stock, extended mag, No barrel attachments, however. No barrel attachments. Any sight could pretty much work on this weapon. However, because I say it's a good way to enter a fight, and I'll explain that, like I said, I'll explain that in a minute. I like the Ranger a lot. Having the variable here, it's pretty good. The 4 times, 8 times, any of these sniper sights work pretty well with it. But definitely would recommend Ranger. Try that out. It works pretty well with the weapon. Same thing with the AOG. So, with that out of the way, let's test this thing out. 70 damage. For a bolt action, this thing fires fairly quick. But then again, I guess that also is because I have this. But, I mean, I guess that would make a noticeable change, but that's just me being me. It's still pretty fast, though. Like, it almost feels faster without it for some reason. I don't know why. But, oh, it's faster reload. Duh, no sense. It's simply the same speed. But yeah, it does keep the same speed, no matter what. I'm sorry, I had a big goof. I feel like an idiot right now. But entirely off the cuff, so you know this is real. But yeah, body shots, 70 damage. Wearing tier 3 or 4 armor, this thing will 3-shot, body shot. Now headshot, 140, 140. Literally doubles the damage, which is interesting, really good. However, here's the cool feature. So you can take these shield batteries and charge it up. So now enemies that have shields will break. A single shot from this thing will break a shield. This is why I say it's a good weapon to enter a fight. And if you can land a headshot, I mean, save damage regardless, but you know, like I said, it's a good way to enter a fight. If you just, like, you know, you charge it up, then you pop in, break a couple shields really quick, and let your team go at them. That's why I think this thing is one of their cooler weapons that's been added. It's got a unique ability. Overall, though, I like this because it reminds me of like a classic intervention. And it might be because it just has that body style with the bolt action. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the snipers in the game. However, there's one left, and it is a legendary, and it is the last of the legendaries, which is the Kraber, which of course is 50 cal. This thing is a fucking Barrett, basically. Not really much you can do to it because it's fully kitted. I do think, I'm not going to say this is the weakest sniper rifle in the game, because it very much is not. If I said this thing was the weakest sniper rifle in the game, I would probably get so much hate. Even though I'm a little bit biased because I really like the Sentinel. This thing it's pretty strong. 145. I mean, that's literally more damage in one body shot than a crit from the Sentinel. So I can't be biased about this. It is literally the strongest sniper rifle out of all of these, hands down. Crits, however, you stand no chance. Instantly down. Personally, I think it should be a fucking, with it doing that much damage, it should instantly kill you, but you know, what am I, what am I saying, right? I don't know anything about this game. I mean, that right there is enough to drop 2 players in one shot. And then still have some damage left over. It has the 10 times scope on it. However, it has the same, like, it has the 6 times sight, but it zooms up to 10. Which makes no sense to me, in all honesty. Personally, I think it should have the sniper threat. I think that this would become a lot more useful. Especially if you're playing something like Caustic or Bangalore. Yeah, this sniper rifle would be king. And by the way, yeah, like the ringing this thing has, you'll hear it for a while. Which is always pretty cool to me. But, that's pretty much all the sniper rifles in the game. What's up, son? I'm being an idiot, but, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, I guess I should mention, this was in Titanfall, this was in Titanfall. Now, the triple take itself was not in Titanfall. It was called the double take. Instead of having 3 barrels, it had 2, obviously. That wasn't made clear. But, yeah. And the Kraber was also in Titanfall. However, in Apex, this thing is... I'd say it's better than it was in Titanfall. However, that's kind of debatable. I mean, they're pretty much about the same strength as they were. However, I did think it was kind of weird that something like this that kind of handicapped you while playing wasn't strong enough to like seriously hurt a Titan. Like, I think this thing should be like a Titan killing weapon, or at least in Titanfall I think it should have that, or like done some serious fucking damage. But you know, that's just my opinion on it, and no one really cares about what my opinion is. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. So yeah, thanks guys. Bye.